went full throttle, my board right into this like a stone wall, and it just crushed the nose on it, and then it went flying over the wall and did a couple of rolls and just destroyed the deck. It was not good.
And we are the dreamers of dreams.
Damn. Living life spinning like a merry-go-round, traveling around the world, you know he gets around. Good vibes only, it's the one and only Justin Bravo. He's my number one homie, subscribe.
Oh fam, let me tell you, I have a board for you today. I have the board for you today. It is the Stoke from Evolve. Let me tell you, it's a little shallow, surf-inspired little cruiser, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Evolve, man, they put a lot of detail into this little guy. It is absolutely gorgeous. When I took it out of the box, I was like, oh my God, it is absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to ride it. I haven't actually tested it out in any way, but I want to do that first right here on the channel. I want to give you my first impressions, but let's get after it right now. The Stoke. All right, so there it is. There's the Stoke, and I'll be honest, this is my first Evolve board. I've ridden one from a friend of mine, and it was a really good experience, but I really didn't get to check it out for a good little bit. So this is the first one I'm gonna have a really good, solid hands-on, so I can really check it out. Now, I know the Stoke is the smallest in all of Evolve's line. It is their tiniest board, and let me tell you, I like the size of it. This thing is right where it needs to be. It's not the super micro boards where it's really small, but it's not long enough, too long so you can carry it around, move around, be portable with it. It seems to fit right in that special little niche that makes it the ultimate last mile vehicle. So if you are using it for campus or you're using it for work or whatever, if you're hopping off the bus, you can boom, hit that last mile, take you right to wherever you're going, right to your destination. To me, this is an ideal size, and it is really perfect. But I want to go over, let's go over the details about this board. I'm really excited what they used for the motors. It's a dual 15 watts, so 3,000 watts total power. That thing is gonna get it on, I'm sure. Again, I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm excited to do so. It is a 33.5 inch deck length with a 24 inch wheelbase. They used 4 ply bamboo and 2 fiberglass with that clear grip, which looks fantastic. It looks like, I don't know, like sugar dusting on the board. It absolutely looks sick, and it really shows that deck right through, and you have to have the ugly grip tape. I love that. Now you can also see they did the surf-inspired EVA foam pad for the back foot and the rear kicktail. I'm telling you right now, that is gonna add a lot of cush, and I'm really just excited to feel the grip on that thing when we're tearing up the streets. It's a lithium-ion battery, which it has a recharge time with their fast charger at 1.5 to 2 hours, which is super quick. And that way, if you're traveling more than the range on the board, you can fire it up really quick and get that up, and that way you can extend that range. To me, that's a huge selling point. The board does come in with a 10-mile range, which, like I said, I think it's a last mile type vehicle, so it's gonna get you exactly where you need to be. And if you need to do it, carry that fast charger with you and you'll be good to go. Now, not only does it go 10 miles, but it also has a 22-mile top speed, which, let me tell you, on a short board like this, it's plenty. That's all you need. It really will get you around quickly, and you can get from point A to B super quick. Now, because of the GTR mode that's going to be on the remote, and I'll show you a little bit about the remote too, it will go up to a 30% grade on hills, which, like I said, you can tear things up. So you got the power, you got the speed, you got the range, and the fast charging. Speaking of the charger, what's really cool is, and this is what really excited me, is Evolve does this. You can see it throughout the board, you can see it through the packaging, everything. The attention to detail is there. Now look at the packaging. This is the charging case. This is where the charger, it also comes with a nice skate tool. Also, it comes with the remote control and a remote control case. Everything has the Evolve branding on it. Everything is soft to the touch. Everything is velvet lined. Everything is really, I mean, you can see attention to detail. To me, if that goes into their packaging, it's gonna go the same care as it could go into the board. Lastly, what I wanna cover is portability, and mostly with travel, because that's what I've been looking for, is the ultimate board to take on airplanes, take with me on the go. This one has like 151 watt hours, it's something like that, but it's right below most airlines I've noticed, like, you know, Southwest, you know, name a few, they have a 165 limit, so it's right under that limit. So I would be able to board one of the planes with the Stoke, and to me, that makes it super ultimate, because if you've ever landed in a city and not have to get in an Uber or a taxi or a Lyft or any of those things, you can just get in on your board and you can get going and you can get right to the hotel, all the things. To me, it saves a lot of cost, because then you can kind of go around the city. But also, I mean, it's just super fast and easy. Just boom, you hit the streets and you're going. Last thing I do want to show you also is the remote control. I've never really seen anything like this. This is fantastic. Some remotes have had screens and they have displays, but this is kind of heads up. It looks really, really easy to look. A lot of them have them to the side. You kind of have to turn your hand to look at them. This one right here on top. So if you're triggering right here, because the way it works is it does have a dead man switch along with your acceleration or throttle right here and braking up top. So it's a little bit different. I do like having a dead man switch. I think it's absolutely fantastic, because I have trashed a couple boards in the past that didn't have that, and it was just, I put the board down and I pulled up somewhere, I started talking with somebody, I forgot that I hadn't turned the board off or the remote, and hit the throttle, and one time I did it, I literally went full throttle my board right into this like a stone wall, and it just crushed the nose on it, and then it went flying over the wall and did a couple of rolls and just destroyed the deck. It was not good. So the dead man switch, I mean, there's a lot of reasons it's good there for safety, but I'll tell you, for that, I've had some bad experiences, so I'm glad it has it included. But it looks like it's got a really nice display with the speedometer, the odometer, the battery levels. You can switch because it has different speed modes. It goes from a safe mode to an eco mode to a pro mode to a GTR mode. Like I said, if you want to hit them 30-degree hills. So you got a lot of different options with the remote control. So let's put the helmet on, let's go riding, let's see what the Stoke, what Evolve has. I'm excited. Okay guys, let me tell you, that was fantastic. But I did run an issue, and like most, I don't know, maybe it's just a guy thing, but I'll tell you that I did not read the manual before. So when we first started going and some of those shots look a little slow, it's because it had a speed limiter set at like 12 or 15 miles an hour. So I wasn't able to get going. I was like, man, what's going on? I kept switching modes, playing around with it, and then I had to come back to the house real quick, do a couple checks in the manual. I had to just, put aside the ego and go for it, and it did. In the menu on the remote, it had a speed limiter on there. So once I upped it up, I was able to go fine. I mean, I was cruising downhill, sometimes going close to 25. Like, it was booking downhill and stuff. Now, if you're not used to a double kingpin truck, let me tell you, that thing is so fluid, it turns so quickly, and that did take some getting used to, because a lot of the e-boards I have don't have kingpins on. That's not the setup at all. So I did have to get used to that. It took me, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Once I got used to it and realized this thing was gonna turn on a damn dime, then I felt really comfortable with it. I will say that probably I will tighten them up a little bit as I ride around some more. I'll tighten them up just a hair as I get more and more used to that, but it's a totally different feeling than your traditional truck, because normally, I really have to, lean into stuff to carve back and forth, to do a UE, whatever I'm doing. With that thing, man, it turns. And if you're not careful, you can get a little board wobble if you're hauling and those things are loose. And so you got to get used to that, got to get comfortable with that double pin. But I'll tell you, it was good. It was awesome. I love that way, that kicktail on that back side, because you can really put your foot into it and you kind of sink down into it. And I like that because you feel like you're really locked into the board. Everything about the Stoke to me is an absolute win. It is a premium board. It is not these cheap boards you see coming out from all over the place. It is a premium board, and it comes in like $12.99. But I'll tell you, all the thought, all the work put into that thing, you can see it, and they have excellent customer service. Evolve, to me, is one of the cream of the crops when it comes to e-boards, and I love what they're doing here. This Stoke absolutely is going to be my go-to travel board. I'm super excited about it. I'll put a link in the description. Y'all can check it out. Tell me, do you have an Evolve? Do you have any other line? Do you have a Stoke? And if you're gonna get this board, let me know. Guys, until next time, helmets first, ride safe, and be great. You can get this in 3 different wheel colors, and the pretty blue is already mucked up. Oh well.